Okay, third point we're writing, we want to calculate the net resistance of the circuit, which is called impedance. Okay, so let's calculate impedance. We write as that symbol. Okay, I have wrapped those things. Once more I'm writing what I wrote there, voltage equation, the net voltage drop, that we're writing E naught is equal to what? VL minus VC square plus VR square, right? Okay, so how to write impedance, correct? Voltage is what? Current into resistance, right? You put the values. What is VL? I into XL. What is VC? I into what? XC. What is VR? I into R. I you take common and divide here. So we get impedance. You call it what? Z. You can call it E naught by current. The simplest way. But more correct formula will you like in terms of what? XL minus XC square plus R square. This is the impedance of the circuit. The net resistance you can call it. Okay. So the net resistance offered by an RLC circuit to an AC current is what? Your impedance. Okay. Yeah. So look here. How I got this answer? I am just putting here value of all this voltage drop, right? I into XL, I into what? XC, I into R. I took common and divided what here. So you can write once more. Z is nothing but what? Root of XL minus XC whole square plus what? R square. This is what your net impedance of the circuit. So look, impedance Z, what is unit of Z? Is simply ohm only. Your XL, XC, Z are all has same unit of what? Ohm only. All are resistance only actually. Okay. Yes. Okay. Impedance you wrote. So now let's see next current. What is current in the circuit? Same formula only can write. Okay. Current is nothing but already here. Current you can write I. You can write simply E naught by Z. Okay. That gives you maximum current. Or just RMS current, then E by what? Z, or you can write E by root of what? Z, which is XL minus XC square plus R square. Like this way also you can write. Okay. Yes. Okay. Then one more point, they ask something called power factor. Okay. This power factor term tell you that how much power is consumed by the circuit or how much power is flowing through the circuit. Okay. So it's called power factor. We don't have any special symbol of this, we just write PF. PF is equal to what? Cos phi. Phi is the phase difference, remember? I wrote it here. What was phase difference? You wrote tan phi is equal to what? XL minus XC by R, or in terms of voltage. So from here you calculate your phase difference, then you take cos of that phi. This gives what? Power factor. Okay. Or one more way you can write is, you can also write what? R by Z. Resistance of the circuit by the impedance of the circuit. This ratio also gives what? Power factor. And remember that this power factor varies from what? 0 to what? 1. The minimum value is what? 0, maximum was 1. 0 means there is no power loss at all in the circuit. 1 means what? Maximum power. Either you say like maximum power dissipated or what? Maximum power is transferred by the circuit. Okay. Yes. So power factor tell you what? How much power is consumed actually. Okay. Power factor I wrote. So last point I am talking is power in the circuit. Look here, total 6 points you have, small point, that's all. These questions are only possible. Then we apply a special condition here, that's what? Resonance condition. This calculation becomes very simple under resonance. Okay. So I'm writing last power. Again, power you can say in two ways. Okay. Look here, power. Two type of power you can say. Main power or general formula we write is called your average or what? Mean power. There are many names are there. I'm writing all name. You can call it what? Average power, or you can call it what? Mean power. You can call real power, and you can call it what? Full power, and what else you can call this? Okay, I know these names. So these are what? Your real power. And how we write this real power? Okay, so we write like power is equal to what? Your ERMS. What is RMS voltage? IRMS into what? Cos phi. Cos phi is power factor, tell you how much real power is consumed. Okay. People call it power dissipated also, they can ask you. Dissipated. Okay. Spelling down. Dissipated power. Okay. Yes. Okay. Listen here. This formula look here, ERMS, IRMS into cos phi, right now. Like just E into I, that's called power. So you can write into in terms of Z also, in terms of what? Current and voltage, all this forward you can write how. Look, E into I you can also write like E square by R, right now, if the resistance is there. So here E square by what? Z. You can also write this formula like E RMS square by what? Z and cos phi, right? If you know Z and your RMS voltage, you can write like this way. Or you know current and Z, you can write like I square R also. So I RMS square into Z cos phi, that way also you can write. Yes, so all format. Listen again, Z value is what? R by Z. Cos phi value is what? R by Z. Cos phi also equal to what? R by Z. So sometimes they can replace it here, right? Instead of writing full formula, they can write value of R by Z here. Suppose by chance you put in this formula R by Z, then Z get cancelled, you get I RMS square into R. Correct. Also you know that I discussed with you that a pure inductor and pure capacitor does not cause any loss of the power. Power is lost actually in what? Resistance only. Okay. Yeah. So this formula comes in terms of resistance. Okay. Suppose in exam they are not saying any name. They can say these names: average, mean, real, wattful, or dissipated power. Then this is the answer. Okay. Or they are not saying, and this is asking that calculate power loss, calculate power in the circuit. Then this only. Apart from this, they can ask you your RMS power also, something called RMS power, or also called virtual power. Okay, virtual, or you can call watt less power. Okay, and what else they can call it? Apparent power, right? These are the name they can call. If they are asking this question, they will say these words, but this is general. Okay, main formula is this only. So here how you write? Just write these only. ERMS into what? IRMS. That's called what? Your RMS power. Okay. Sometimes they can ask you, not always. This is the main thing we have. Okay. So now actually formula wise we have done all the things. 6 things are there in this topic. That's all. What is net voltage drop? What is net your phase difference? Then impedance, current, power factor, and what? Power. Right. Now what we'll do? We apply here special conditions. Okay, that's called what? Resonance condition. And same questions only we have to answer, leaving one more extra question will come, that's called quality factor. Otherwise all are same questions only, we have to answer same question under what? Resonance condition. Okay, so let's see what is resonance condition actually. Okay, yes, very important. If they are asking 2 questions from this topic, then definitely 1 question under what? From what? Resonance case only. Okay, very important from exam point of view. So we are talking about what? Resonance. Okay, condition. Okay, resonance we have learned many times in last 11th class also. SNM waves we have learned. Resonance means what? Like 2 things whose frequencies are matching. Right now here like in this remember our tuning fork and pipe problem, we have learned that the frequency of the tuning fork is matched with the pipe, then they are called in resonance, right? We have learned resonance tube also, right? Okay, same thing, resonance can happen here. Here we have 2 frequency. When the frequency is supplying by the source, remember E is equal to E naught sine omega t, that's angular frequency. You can write linear also, 2 pi f. That's the frequency of the source. And one frequency of the circuit, natural frequency of circuit. If they are matching, okay, then what happens? It's called resonance happening. So I'm writing a small sentence. What is a resonance condition? If frequency of source matches with natural frequency of LCR circuit, right now, then it's called what? Resonance. The circuit is called what? Resonance, right? Yes. So at resonance what happens? Okay, very important. Okay, first how to identify resonance, that will talk. Okay, okay, I'm writing some points here, small point. At resonance what happens, that I'm telling. Okay, how to identify resonance, and at resonance what happening. Okay, simplest way to say resonance is what? In terms of what? Potential. Okay, the voltage drop across your L inductor and voltage drop across your capacitor becomes equal. Means what happens? VL is equal to what? VC. If voltage across your L inductor and voltage across capacitors are given equal, then what happens? This is called what? Your resonance condition. Or you can also say that the net voltage drop, right? You say VL plus VC. Net voltage drop across is VL plus VC is what? 0. Correct. Voltage are equal, or you say net voltage drop across LC combination is what? 0. This is what your resonance. This question they have asked many times. In words also they can say that the voltage, some voltage is supplied, right? And they say that voltage across inductor is 300 volt, voltage across capacitor 300 volt, means the resonance condition. Sometimes they give this question in terms of picture. They give picture and they connect what? Voltmeter. They show reading in the voltmeter. So voltmeter connected across L shows like 50 volt, voltmeter across connected C also shows 50 volt, means again it's a resonance, okay. So net voltage drop across LC combinations what? 0, right? Very, very important. So what happens? Look at the circuit, remember? This is what your resistance, this is what your inductor, and this is what your capacitor. And this is what your supply voltage. We call E is equal to E naught sine omega t, RLC. So what we saying? The voltage across this LC combinations what? 0. Done. It means all the voltage we supplying, okay, from the source goes toward your resistance. All voltage, full voltage will appear across what? Your resistance. Suppose a voltmeter is connected here, it will read what? Full value, right? All the voltage that we supplying from here will be read by what? This device, right? Correct. And remember this, that if they ask calculation, like equation given here, suppose here given 100 sine omega t, then this is called maximum voltage, right? Now, so this all voltage goes toward your resistance, but voltmeter read what? Voltmeter read, AC voltmeter always read what? Your RMS value, right? Now, so you have to take RMS value of this, okay. I will see numerical example to understand this, right? Let me teach you theoretical thing first, okay. So this way you can say, you can identify resonance, that if voltage across L is equal to voltage across C, or they are saying that voltage across LC combination is what? 0, correct. So in this case what happens, other things what happens, they are asking this question that, so remember that in this, if this is happening, what happens, full voltage, correct na, supply voltage appears, right, appears across what? Resistance. In this condition what happens, all voltage that you are supplying from your source goes toward your resistance, okay. Okay, let's write next. Another way you can say is what you can say, if, look here, if voltage are equal, then voltage are what? I into XL, I into XC, correct na? So I cancel, then you say that if XL is equal to what? XC, if inductive reactance is equal to what? Capacitive reactance, this is also what? Your resonance, right? Or you can also say that if like XL plus XC, okay, net reactance of XL plus XC is what? 0, this is also what? Your resonance, right now? Yes. So under this condition what happens? When XL is equal to XC, look at that formula, look at this formula, this term becomes 0, correct na? This is what? 0. So your Z value, correct na? You say circuit, under this condition what happens? Circuit offers what? Minimum impedance. In words also can say, they can say like this way, or in calculation you can get this answer, or they can say in word that if a circuit is there, RLC circuit is offering what? Minimum impedance, then we know that this resistance, this your circuit is what? In resonance condition. So minimum impedance means your impedance Z simply equal to what? R itself, that's all, correct. Okay, let's write your point number 3. So you understood from that XL is equal to XC also can be given. Now see what happens. When we know that circuit offers minimum impedance, and how much that impedance? Z is equal to R. So in words also they can say that there is circuit and offering minimum impedance under resonance condition, okay. Okay. So when you see that when Z is minimum is equal to R, then your current and power will be what? Maximum. So they can say like there is RL circuit, at resonance what happen? Circuit is transferring or consuming, right, maximum power. If they say that a circuit is there and maximum power is transferred to the circuit, means a resonance condition. Instead of power they can say current also. Current in the circuit is what? Maximum. Maximum current flows. How much flows? E naught by what? Just R. We want to put actual Z here, current, but Z is equal to what? R itself, right now. So maximum current flows here, okay. And power also maximum. How you write maximum power? Is in front of you, where it went. There is a power E RMS, I RMS, okay. Yes. So what is maximum power? E RMS and I RMS. Why? Why? Because cos phi will becomes what? 1. I will write next point also, because R and Z are equal. We wrote here R and Z equal. What is cos phi? R by Z. Same, right? It becomes 1 maximum. Okay, let's write here if you want. Power factor at resonance, okay, is what? 1. means your maximum. Power factor is what? Maximum. PF is equal to what? 1. Then you can say in terms of phase difference also. Look, where is phase difference formula went? Okay, I wrote this, so I am writing here tan phi, you said it was XL minus XC by R, right? So at resonance what happened? This term is 0, XL minus XC equal 1 by 0 is 0, tan phi is also what? 0. So at resonance what happens? No phase difference, right? No, between what? Your current and what? Voltage. There is no phase difference. You say phi is what? 0. Current and voltage are in phase. Correct na? So at resonance what happening? Current and voltage are in phase. Power factor is what? One circuit. Current in the circuit is maximum. Power transferred by the circuit is maximum. Or circuit offers what? Minimum impedance. And XL is equal to XC. VL is equal to VC. So many ways to what? You identify your resonance. Okay? Correct? Okay. Now we want to draw a small curve. We want to know that. Okay, before that I forget a small point. Look here, this formula, I wrote this formula in terms of RMS. You can write in terms of maximum values also. Generally when they have asked question about this topic like power, they give equations to you. Okay, suppose they say like I is equal to what? 10 sine 50 pi t is the current equation. Then EMF equation will be given, let's say 200 sine, okay, 50 pi t, like these are the equation given. So here what we know maximums them. Okay, suppose they ask what is power transfer here, right? So angle between these two waves is what? 0 degrees, sine, right? You first identify the phase because we need phase here phi. Okay, then we need to put the RMS values of current and voltage. So these are the maximum. Either you can put like find RMS of the like 10 by root 2, 20 by root 2, or directly this formula you can write in terms of maximum also. How? Simply ERMS is what? E naught by root 2. IRMS is what? I naught by root 2. So you can write what? E naught I naught by 2 into what? Cos phi. That's a simple way, right? Suppose equations are given, directly put 10 and 200 what here by 2 into what? Cos phi. Simple. But if they say in words, the equation is not given. They say 200 volt is supplied and 10 ampere current is flowing, right now. Then 200 volt and this 10 amperes are what value? RMS value, always remember, right now. Yes. So you have to put here directly then. Okay. So I was saying, let's draw a graph. Resonance curve you want to draw, okay? Resonance curve. So it's a curve between what? Your current and what says what? Frequency. This is called resonance frequency. Okay. First I forgot to tell you what is the resonance frequency first itself. Okay. So let's find resonance frequency. Then I draw resonance curve. So I'm writing here. Okay. Let's write here resonance frequency first. Resonance frequency. What is that? We equate this VL is equal to VL or XL is equal to XC. Let's write XL is equal to XC. We know what is XL. Omega L is equal to what? 1 by omega C. So from you see that omega becomes what? 1 by root of LC. Correct? Yes, omega square is equal to what? 1 by root L. So omega is what? 2 pi f. So that f is what? Your resonance frequency. So resonance frequency, write FR some symbol 1 by 2 pi root of what? LC. This is called what? Your resonance frequency, right? 1 by 2 pi root LC. Okay. So if you're drawing a curve between what? Frequency versus current in the circuit, there's a resonance frequency. Okay. At this frequency your current is what? Maximum. Then you increase your frequency or decrease the frequency. In both cases what happens? Current will decrease. So graph look like this way. At resonance what happens? At resonance frequency FR, your current is what? Maximum. Correct. And this also depends on your resistance also. For suppose this is a curve for resistance R1. Okay. Then what I am saying, if you increase the frequency, your current decreasing. You decrease your frequency, in both cases current is what? Decreasing only. At resonance frequency your current is what? Maximum. Suppose the same curve you want to draw for a higher resistance. Suppose resistance is connected to what? 10 of this. You increase this resistance, then you draw same curve. Shape of the curve will be same, but the peak will be what? Lower. This is your curve R2, and here R2 is bigger than what? R1. Remember, they can ask an exam. Okay. So more the resistance, the peak of this curve will reduce, right now. Yes. So listen here, very important. We write some point about this. Look here. Suppose if your given frequency is more than what? Resonance frequency. The supplied frequency F is more than the resonance frequency, means you are in this region, right? In this region what happens? Your F is what? More than FR. Correct na? If frequency is more than resonance, then look here. Look here. XL, or you can watch any formula, that formula or this formula, doesn't matter. Where I wrote that, I wrote somewhere 10. Okay, here. So look here. when frequency is more, what is XL? Omega into L. Means omega is increasing, means this value is what? More than what? XC, right? Na? Because here XL is what? Omega L, and what is XC? 1 by omega C. Suppose omega is increasing more than resonance. Resonance means these two terms are equal. If your omega is increasing, means frequency increasing more than resonance, means this term is what? Bigger. Means overall this answer become positive, or overall the circuit is what? Inductive in nature. So we know that when circuit is inductive, what happens? Your voltage leads the current. So suppose you are talking this region, they ask, some graph is given, they ask in this region what happens, okay. So here frequency is more than resonance frequency, in this what happens? Look here, I wrote here if, okay. Overall, what happened here? Overall circuit will be inductive in nature, okay. In this case, what happens? Your circuit will be inductive in nature, okay. Yes, if the frequency supplied is more than the resonance frequency of the circuit, okay. So, okay, I am writing this here, R2 is bigger than R1. So, look here, in this case, inductive nature means who will lead overall? Your voltage will lead. So, overall voltage will lead current, right, in this case. Or what will happen? This case number 1, suppose your frequency we supplied is what? Less than the resonance frequency, means you are talking this region, F is what? Less than FR, correct? On this side, this on this side, right? Here you see that if frequency is less than resonance frequency, then which term becomes powerful? Your XC terms is what? More, because 1 by omega C, omega is small, so this becomes bigger. In this case, what happens? Overall circuit will be capacitive in nature, right? Yes, here it will inductive in nature. If frequency is more than your resonance frequency, frequency supplied is less than resonance, it will be what? Inductive in nature. And who will lead here? Obviously, please write that current will lead, okay. Current will lead, correct. Or third simple case, if this is happening, if F is equal to FR, correct, means we are talking about resonance frequency only, then you know that whatever the circuit will be overall resistive in nature, no inductive, no capacitive. So write here carefully that circuit will be resistive in nature, okay. And who will lead? No one will lead. Right here, current and voltage will be in phase. Current and voltage will be in phase. So if supplied frequency is equal to what? Resonance frequency, means circuit is under what? Resonance condition. All things we have learned here, so many things. So in this condition, the circuit is called what? Resistive in nature, okay. And current and voltage will be in phase, right? Okay. So this is what your curve. And now this one small point we have discussed, then it's done. It's called something called quality factor. Quality factor, or people also call Q value, quality factor, okay. What is this term? This tell you the clarity of resonance. How clear is that resonance? How you say that the sharpness of the resonance, or clarity of resonance, okay. More the value of Q means more clear resonance, okay. So in words we want to write this, tell you what? Sharpness at resonance. How clear is that resonance is told by Q. Q we define in many ways. The simplest way Q define is what? Like this one, voltage across L by voltage across R, or you can also write voltage across C by voltage across R, because VL and VC are equal at resonance, okay. So when you do values, put the values here, now like I am doing separate here, VL is what? I into XL, right. So you can also write like XL by what? R, right. Okay, so XL is what? Omega L by what? R, correct. Omega is what? 2 pi FR into L by what? R. Now frequency is what? That one already we wrote here, this one. Let's put that value here. Then we getting this answer actually. 1 by R is equal to root L by C. Same when you do VC and VR also, you get the same answer only, okay. So this is one way to define. Definition is like this one, the voltage across L or R, right. Okay, or if you want to write as a formula, then becomes 1 by R root L by C. This you can also write like this way also. You can write like FR by what? Del F. You can write like this formula also. What is FR? This is your resonance frequency, okay. Resonance frequency, and their length is called bandwidth. What is called bandwidth? What is bandwidth? Like highest frequency and lowest frequency in that circuit will be given to you. The difference of them is called what your bandwidth simply. Okay, they never ask in NEET exam, but it's important to remember that is resonance frequency by bandwidth, also what your quality vector. Okay. Okay, so this is what your quality will tell you, the what sharpness or clarity or what resonance. Okay, so now what happens actually, how they ask question when resonance happening, questions will be these questions only 6-7 questions I wrote. What is power, what is current, what is impedance, but you see the calculation becomes very simple. Suppose I am saying it's resonance and they asking impedance, then simply Z is equal to R itself. The calculation becomes very simple, because this term is what 0. If I ask what is current flowing, simply E by Z, instead of writing all this big, just write E by R, right? I ask what is power factor, already know it's what 1, no need to write, right? Power you can write this much only, right? Okay, so this is all about what theoretical thing. Resonance in parallel also possible, but not for NEET people. So what we'll do now, we will solve some questions on this. Okay, then we are done with AC chapter. Okay. Okay, here we have few questions for practice. Let's see them how to solve. Okay. Question number 1 says find the reading of AC emitter in the given picture. Okay. So AC source voltage given 100 sin 50 pi t. R given, L given, and C all the values given, resistance given, inductive reactance given, and capacitive reactance given. They are asking what's the reading of the emitter. Reading means current you want to calculate, so we need what? Net voltage by net impedance of the circuit. So what is the impedance of the circuit? Let's calculate Z. Everybody know formula, XL minus XC R square, right? Yes. Here like directly the impedance and reactance all are given to you right now. Sometimes they give like what inductance given, L given, capacitance given, C, then you have to find this XL. Like XL is what? Omega into L. Omega is what here in picture in equation, that's what your omega. So omega into L you have to write and find what your XL, right? Here like directly given. Okay, so what is the answer? Look here, XL, what is XL here? 50, 20, and C is given what? 10. So 20 minus 10 becomes 10 square. Okay, this is your 10 square. Or I am writing this 100, and C is given also what? 10, that's become 100 right now. So it becomes what? 100 into what? Root 2, that's what your impedance. Now they are asking, watch carefully, they are asking reading in the emitter. AC emitter read what type of current? It read what? RMS current, right? So what you know what potential you know. Okay, first you calculate, like you can do like this way, calculate maximum current. What is maximum current? Maximum voltage by what? Impedance, correct? How much maximum voltage? You can see from the equation, this is your maximum voltage 100. So 100 by 100 into root 2. So you say 1 by root 2. That's what you, which current? Maximum current. But emitter read what? Emitter read only what? RMS current. So RMS current we have to find. What is RMS current? Maximum by what? Root 2. Correct. So RMS is what? I naught. This is your I naught by root 2 means becomes what? 1 by 2 ampere actually, like that. So 1 by 2 ampere or 0.5 ampere is the reading by the emitter. AC emitter read what current? RMS current. Okay. Maximum voltage given. First I am finding what is maximum current, because maximum voltage by what? Your impedance, right? So I found maximum current, then I divided by what? 1 by root 2. That's what your RMS current. Okay. Let's see second question. Power factor of a RL circuit, resistance inductor circuit only given. So look, I told you that I am discussing RLC all three together. If they ask 2 to any 2, then whatever not given element that you can remove from the all formulas, right? Yes. Suppose they are asking RL circuits, you want to use this formula. C is not given this circuit, you can remove the C term. So XL square plus R square. Same thing you can do for all 6 formulas. Okay. So let's talk. RL circuit power factor is given 1 by 2. This circuit given when voltage of this much is applied. Calculate the inductance L. L they are asking to us. Okay. And voltage supplied here given. Power factor also given. Right. Look here. Whenever you want to calculate, they ask to calculate L and XL, L and C. Always you have to calculate first what? XL and XC, because L and C will come from what? Only XL and XC values. Okay. Okay. Resistance given, inductance we need. So we have to calculate first what here? XL we need. Correct. And what given? Power factor given, and the voltage supplied is given to you. Keep in mind. Okay. Look, what is use of power factor? Power factor either what? Cos phi, you can find phase difference, or you can find R by Z. Look here. R is given to you. Power factor given, you can find Z. Impedance you can find. Let's find impedance. What is Z? You say R by what? Power factor. R given to what? 200, power factor given 0.4, so this becomes 400 ohm. That's what your actually Z. Z is equal to now what? Z formula will be XL square plus R square. This formula is what? Only C is not given, so forget C, right? Now Z we know, R we know, so we can find XL. I'm writing here and square on both sides. So Z is what? 400. 400 square is what? 1600, right? And one more 0, right? Is equal to XL square we need plus R square. What is R given? 100. So 10000. Correct? Okay. So how much is remaining? XL square will be equal to what? So this is nothing but what? 1,60,000. This is what? 1 lakh. Correct only? I'm saying, or I'm saying wrong? Yes, correct only, I think. So this we made 400 square, 16. Okay, let's try it in terms of power. I always confuse 10 power 4, and here 1 into 10 power what? 4, like that. So this minus this you want to is become like 15 into 10 power what? 4. Correct. Now we need root of this. Okay, I think I'm doing some calculation mistake here. Can you check what mistake I'm doing? Actually nothing is wrong, it's correct only, but I'm doing calculation very bad. Instead of calculation doing like this one long calculation, make it short so that calculation become easy. How? See it, R we putting R only you put, okay, don't put the numerical value, just call it R only by 0.5, so this answer becomes 2R. At the end we will put the resistance value, because otherwise the calculation becomes very big. So now we are doing here Z square, how much Z? 2R, so become 4R square is equal to XL square plus R square. From here XL becomes simply root 3 of R, right? 4R square means R square, 3R square and root of that. So now that is easy actually, okay? XL came root 3R, you can write root 3 into R we know is now what? 200. So that's what your XL actually, okay? Now XL we know, XL also equal to what? Omega into L. We want to calculate actually L, inductance. So L will be simply equal to what? XL by what? Omega. XL means root 3 times of 200, and omega we can see from the equation. This is what your omega, omega t, correct? 100 pi, 100 pi. This you can cancel here. So this is your answer given, 2 root 3 by pi Henry. Same way they can ask capacitance also. Suppose that is the R and C circuit. L term you can remove, X square plus R square. This is what your Z, correct? Okay. Let's move on to third question. Find reading in ammeter and voltmeter. Voltmeter 3. So some circuit is given, RLC again, resistance given 100 ohm, L and C are unknown, and 3 voltmeters are connected across each. Okay. So reading in V3 they are asking, means the voltmeter connected across what? Your 100 ohm. If the reading in voltmeter V2 and V1 is given 300 volts each. Okay. Reading here and here is given to us, and they are asking what's the reading in 3. So look here, what is reading given actually? V2 and V1 reading is given 300 volt. Here reading 300 volt, here reading 300 volt, means what happening? This is happening that VL is equal to VC. This is happening, right? Voltage across L and C is what equal, means this is a resonance condition. Resonance condition means whatever voltage you supply from here, all voltage appears across what your resistance. So what is the reading in V3? How much we supplying? 220 volt. So what is the answer? 220 volt the reading. Give attention, very important. This is given here, 220 is what value? Is what RMS value, sorry, yes, RMS value only. This is given what? RMS value, and voltmeter and ammeter, they will, you read your RMS values right now. So it will read RMS. By chance here equation was given, like this equation was given here, then 100 is the maximum. So what that voltmeter will read? 100 by root 2, RMS value it will read. Here directly this value is given like this way, then that RMS value, okay. Equation given, then what we know? Maximum. So be careful. Voltmeter or ammeter, AC voltmeter or AC ammeter or voltmeter, both read what? RMS values only, okay. Not average or maximum. So be careful. This RMS only given. So I told you already that if in question that unless they say like 220 volts supplied, this is what RMS value keep in mind, okay. Yes. Okay. This is voltage, and what else they are asking? Ammeter also there somewhere, I not drawn. Ammeter was somewhere here, okay. This ammeter. So this is your voltage, correct? Yes. So what is the resistance of the circuit? Means what is Z of the circuit? Because the resonance, Z simply equal to R. right? So we don't need of these things XL and XC, okay, because we know Z is equal to R. So current you want to find, current is called what, your V or E by what, Z is simply equal to R here. So E is what, RMS value is how much, 220, and Z is what, 100, so like 2.2 ampere, and this is already RMS value because voltage there to is what, RMS volt, okay. Suppose again here like equation was given 100, so first you calculate your RMS voltage, you calculating, then you can calculate current directly. Otherwise when you calculate current, this is also what, an RMS current, be careful, okay. Ammeter, AC ammeter or AC voltmeter both read what, RMS values, okay. Yes, so be careful, equation given like that way or this way, okay. Yes. See the fourth question. The instant voltage and current in a circuit are given by the same equation. This is the equation given for voltage, thus you can given for what, current. Find the average power, mean power, real power, right now. So power, real power formula is what, E RMS, okay. We know here maximum, so I am writing in terms of maximum, what formula, E naught by I naught by 2 and what, cos of phi. What is E naught? 1 by root 2. What is I naught? 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 becomes what, 1 by 2, and 2 is already there, becomes what, 1 by 4, right? Formula is like E RMS, I RMS, right now. That's in terms of what, maximum values, E naught by root 2, I naught by root 2, so this format. Okay, so E naught is what, 1 by root 2, I naught is 1 by root 2, thus become 1 by 2, and 1, 2 is there, 4. Now what is cos phi? What's the angle, phase difference between these two waves? Here sine, here also sine. So what is the angle here? Pi by 3 extra, okay. So cos 60 we need, okay. Cos 60 means again what? 1 by 2. So what is the answer? 1 by 8 watt. That's your what? Power. Done. Okay. This was question number 4 actually. Now let's move to question number 5. In a series RLC circuit, okay. Question number 5 we are talking. In a series RLC circuit, when L is removed, phase difference between current and voltage is what? Pi by 3. Okay. Phase difference given when L is removed, means now what is remaining? R and C is there, then this is a phase. And when C is removed instead of L, again phase difference is what? Pi by 3. Calculate the power factor. This question was repeated 2 times in our exam. It's a very simple question. So look here. When L removed means what is, look, tan phi. Tan phi is what? XL minus XC by R. They said in first case L is removed, no L is there, just XC by what? XC by R, okay. Numerical, that's negative sign, don't worry, just numerically writing. Then phase difference is given pi by 3. Look here, in this condition phase given what? Pi by 3. Let's write it. So tan pi by 3 is what? Root 3. I am putting here angle tan 60. So XL is simply equal to root 3 times of R, equation 1. Second time what happening? When C is removed, then again phase is given. So again formula tan phi is equal to what? XL minus XC by R. Okay, C is removed means XL by R remaining, again phase is given what? 60. So XL, so here I did wrong, this is XC, this is what? XC. So XL, what is the answer coming? Again root 3 into R. So what happening? Watch these two equations. XL is coming equal to what? XC. Both are coming root 3 times of R, right now? Root 3 times of R means resonance happening here. What happening? Resonance. So they are asking that what is the power factor? At resonance, what is power factor? 1. So what is the answer of this question? PF is what? Equal to 1 because of resonance condition here. XL is coming equal to what? XC, okay? Okay, moving to question number 6. So look here. A lamp which runs at 80 volt DC current. Watch carefully. AC and DC relation question coming. A lamp which runs at 80 volt DC consumes 10 ampere of current. If it is connected to 100 volt 50 hertz AC source, find the inductance of this lamp. Lamp is generally consists of coil which has resistance plus inductance both. So they are saying first this is connected to DC source. You have a lamp which consists of inductor plus resistance, suppose both, and you connect this to what? A DC source. So they are saying like that way, okay. Then what happens? Okay, that direct like DC. When you connecting DC, then what happening? Okay. DC. What is given to you? Voltage supplied is given 80 volt and current is given how much? 10 ampere. So when we know that when DC is supplied, your inductance does not offer any resistance. XL is what? 0. Remember, because XL formula is what? Omega L or 2 pi FL. F is what? 0. Frequency of DC current is 0. So XL is what? 0. XL 0 means only resistance is consuming that much current. So what is the resistance? You can find resistance here. R is equal to simply V by I. So you say the 80 by 10, that becomes what? 8 ohm. That's the resistance of the circuit, and resistance does not change in what? AC or DC, right? No, resistance you connect in AC circuit, DC circuit, it will not change, because resistance does not vary with what? Frequency. Okay, now same thing is connected on AC circuit. And AC, what happens? Resistance will there, and inductor will also come. Correct. Now what they are saying? Now is 100 volt current they are consuming. So what is an impedance now? We find impedance, okay, is what? E by what? I. Correct now? Because we know E. E we know what? 100 is RMS value, right now? 100. Current how much they consume? Is also given 10 ampere, already we given 10 ampere. So this become now 10 ohm. This is what your impedance. Now we know impedance, we know resistance, we know impedance consists of here, because RL circuits, so is consist of R and L, means XL. So let's find XL. So you say Z square is equal to what? XL square plus R square. Directly I am writing Z is equal to root of this. We know Z. How much we know? I am doing calculation here. 10. So it becomes 100. XL you want to calculate square, and R we calculated what? 64 here. So XL becomes what? 6 ohm. This is 36, and root of that is what? Your 6. Now XL came 6. We want to calculate what? L. So XL is equal to what? Omega L. Let's calculate L. That's become XL by what? Omega. So XL is what? 6 omega. What is omega? 2 pi f, right now. So 2 pi f is given here what? 50. So this is what? 50. 6 by this becomes what? 100 into what? Pi. Correct. So approximately this you can write 2 times. So 2 into 10 power minus 2, or you can write answer at 0.02 watt Henry. That will be your answer. Okay. Yes, I am cancelling pi 6 and pi. Pi is what? 3 point something. So approximately what? This much is the answer. Okay. Yes. Let's talk question number 7. Question number 7, this says find the resistance or the inductance. Either find the resistance or find inductance required to operate a lamp of 60 volt and 10 watt power from a source of 100 volt and 50 hertz. So AC source is given and a lamp is there. This much rating given. That how much resistance or inductance in series we need to operate this. You know that any device you want to operate, we need always a resistance which will control your current. Okay. So suppose first they asking what is the resistance required, then they asking what is the inductance required. Suppose this is your lamp, okay, and you connected a resistance in what? Series, and with the AC source, then how much this resistance will be required. Okay, resistance of bulb we can calculate, because power of the bulb and voltage consumed by the bulb is given. So what is actually resistance of the bulb? Bulb I am calculating, let's call here RB. So that will be what? Power is what? We know here power and what? Voltage is given, right? So power is what? Like I am writing power is what? V square by R. So R of the bulb will be what? Power by V square. How much power given? 10 watt by what? 60 into what? 60. Correct now? Yes. So yes, I am doing correct only, I think. I wrote all values correct now. So 60 volt given and 10 watt given, right? Yes. Okay, you don't do like this one. Don't calculate resistance. What is easy? Because they are in series. They are asking this question for how much resistance or inductance you have to connect in series. So it's better you find current, because series current flowing will be same. So what is the current in the bulb? Let's calculate. So power is, you can write like V into I. So calculate current in bulb will be P by what? V. Power is given now 10 and voltage is given 60. So we need 1 by 6 ampere. That's the current we need. Okay. Correct. Now look here, current we need, and how much voltage supplied here? Here voltage supply is what? 100 volt. Watch carefully, it's very simple, because both are resistance right now. Okay. So look here, resistance is a bulb, has a resistance, and we connected resistance in series. First case, 100 volt we are supplying. How much consumed by this bulb? They said what? 60 watt. Then out of 100, 60 goes here. How much goes here? 40 watt. Both are resistance, so you can divide like this one. If resistance inductance, you cannot divide. Then you have out that formula. Okay. Yes. So what is the resistance here across R? So how much voltage drop across R? 40 volt. And how much current flowing here? This much ampere. So resistance, you can easily calculate resistance called V by I. So what is voltage drop across the resistance? 40. What is the current flowing here? 1 by 6. So this become 240 watt ohm. That much resistance will be required if you want to operate this bulb. Now same question they are asking that how much inductance will you require, means same circuit drawing like this way. This is your bulb and this is what your inductor, okay, and same AC source given. What is source given? Same 100 volt 50 hertz. Then how much L will be required to operate this bulb? Okay, now watch this time. 100 volt here, this is consuming what? 60, correct na? Then how much this is consuming? 40? No, not like this. Here both resistance we can divide 100, 60 goes here, then 40 goes here. It's a resistance, this is inductance. So your VL you have to calculate by formula. What is formula? E is equal to like VL minus VC square plus what? VR square. VR square. So we have two only, this is R and L only, so forget C first, just VL square plus VR square you can write, okay. E, how much E given? 100, okay, 100 square means what? 1000, right, is equal to VL square, you need VR square, what is here? 3600, right now, 60. So how much this become? VL will become 6400 or VL becomes what? 80 volts. So listen here, 80 volt is a voltage drop what across what your inductor, 80 volt, very important, okay. Out of 100 we supplying 60 volt going here, so how much going here? 80 volt. You cannot add them directly like 60 plus 40 because you know there is a phase difference between current and voltage here. Here both are resistance, no phase difference, so 100 volt, 60 volt going to bulb, so 40 volt going to this resistance. Okay, we have calculated potential across this VL, correct now? Voltage here no, current flowing is already given, current is what? Same only what? How much? 1/6 ampere because they are also in series. So we can find XL. What is XL? VL by what? I. So VL we calculated 80, I we calculated 1/6, okay. So 480 what? Ohm, that's coming XL. We know XL now. We have to calculate what? L. Yes, we can calculate easy. Let's how to calculate. You say XL is what? Omega into L, right? That's your L. XL by what? Omega. XL is found 480 omega. So how much frequency given? 50 hertz. So 2 pi into what? 50. So this become 100. So become 4.8 by pi Henry. Something answer will like that. Okay. Yes. Okay. There is one more question to go. So question number 8 says that for what frequency voltage across R will be maximum? What should be the frequency so that voltage across R is maximum? When the voltage across R is maximum? Under resonance condition, right? Under resonance all voltage goes toward your resistance. Means this circuit is under resistance, okay? Because they are saying under what? For what frequency the voltage across R is maximum? So that happens at resonance frequency. So at resonance frequency what happens? You know what is given to us? Capacitance and inductance both are given. So resonance frequency directly formula you can write 1/2 pi root of, okay, I am writing wrong, root LC. So 1/2 pi. What is L given? L is given 1/pi microhenry and C also given same only 1/pi microcoulomb. So look here, 1/pi comes outside, get cancelled with this pi, okay. 10 power minus 6 comes out, goes up, 10 power plus 6 by what? 2. So you can write what here? 5 into 10 power what? 5, correct only. And this is what? Hertz. That much frequency. At that much frequency the power or you say current or voltage drop across this will be what? Maximum, right? Yes. Okay. This is a numerical problem. Some special question I can talk you. One question they ask like this way. They say that I have an inductor or inductance, okay, of what? L, correct. Then they say that I put a somewhat magnetic material inside this, okay, like an iron rod, okay. Then what happened to the current and XL? The question they ask like this way here. So you have an inductor and you have filled somewhat material inside that, some ferromagnetic material, okay. Now what happens? We know that when you put this magnetic material, L is what? Increased, yes or no? This is what we have learned in last topic itself. Why L is increased? Because suppose L of a solenoid is what? You say mu naught N square A by what? Length. So when you are filling some material here, mu naught is increased, right now? This is for free space, nothing is filled. When you fill a material always has more than what? Mu naught, right? More than air or free space. So L is always increased. L increased means what? You directly your XL increased, correct? the resistance offered by inductor, that's called inductive reactance, is what? Increase. XL increase means what happened? The voltage drop, correct na? Voltage drop is what? Okay, current through this is what? Reduced, say, because resistance and this is what? Inversely proportional current through this circuit will be reduced. So sometimes like something like this, they are question like this way also, that some material is field. Okay. Okay, so you have done everything about what AC, and if you have any doubt or you find that something calculation I did wrong here, let me know in the comment. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.